After the huge success of the Unite the Kingdom rally, Tommy Robinson planned to take a short break. The idea was simple: step back, rest, and recharge. After weeks of preparation and the intensity of the event, he needed a moment to breathe. But within just 24 hours, what unfolded was far from quiet. Robinson was deported from not one, but 2 countries. The official reasoning given by authorities: he was a threat to national security and to so-called citizen coexistence. It's an extraordinary claim. Here is a British citizen, who has broken no laws abroad, being treated as though he poses the same level of danger as violent criminals or extremists. Meanwhile, governments that regularly turn a blind eye to real threats have singled him out as the problem. The implications are bigger than Robinson himself. If this can happen to someone so publicly known, constantly monitored, and reported on, what does that mean for the ordinary person who dares to speak out? The message is chilling. Challenge the system, and you too can be branded a national security risk. And that raises the obvious question: what exactly are these governments so afraid of? Why would one man's presence or one man's words be enough to trigger this kind of overreaction? The footage we'll show at the end of this video reveals exactly how events unfolded, but even before watching it, the pattern is clear. When speaking the truth is treated as more dangerous than genuine extremism, it exposes who the real threat to society actually is. Stay tuned. What you're about to see says more about the system than it does about Tommy Robinson. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more.
So, let me tell you what my days consisted of. I needed a break, right? Just needed to have a break from everything. So, but where can I have a break? I know, South America. Why South America? Because no one really know me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so low chance of any grief. So I looked, I found this place. You fly to Bogota, you go to these little islands. So if I go to those islands, just have a real relaxing time. Just a total chill time. Landed at Bogota, and what do you think happened? Detained, threat to national security, deported. Spent all day in a detention centre, at which point I said, I'm waiting for a deportation back to the UK. So I said, can I not just book a flight somewhere else? And they said, yeah. So I booked a flight to Panama. Landed in Panama. What do you think happened? Detained, being deported. Sat here now 6 hours. I spent the last 24 hours of my time on a plane and sat in rooms. Threat to national security. So Colombia, the country that exports what? Beautiful women and narcos. that's it. Deems me, because of my political beliefs. There's no other reason, due to my political beliefs. Now, some of you may remember this happened in Mexico 2 years ago when I landed with my children. But Mexico, I got the recordings of their agents telling me that the British had told them not to let me in. And I needed this little break again, man. But here I am, sat currently in Panama's detention room, awaiting. It's better than Bogota's one. Just a couple of people here. I went and bought more pizza because they let me get food. So I come down with pizza. My man's got some chicken and chips over there. 6 hours I got till I'm on a deportation flight. Hope you're all having a nice little relaxed time, yeah? What do you want to do? Ring your family? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Haiti.
Where?
Haiti.
Okay. So, I don't have Wi-Fi. You can use this. Do you want to ring your family? Phone. You want to make a phone call? This is whilst I'm here, they've walked me up here. So I've got 8 bits of chicken from there, 3 portions of chips waiting there. The dude's waiting over there. See the security dude? He's waiting over there, but they've let me come get some food. So I'm getting a large pepperoni pizza. There's another couple of lads waiting in the detention thing, so I thought I'd bring them back some food. They've let me come up here, so I'll eat myself stupid and then sit there. I was so looking forward to this break. When I come to South America, but no one will know me. Saying that, I had 4 different people ask for photos on the plane. Colombians. But I thought no one would really know me. I can just blend in. I'm not going to get any grief. I can really relax. And I picked a little island, so I was flying to Bogota, then flying to a little island. It looked beautiful, man. I just get myself in the gym. Stay here now, aren't I? Waiting to be deported. But I've got loads of southern fried chicken and a pepperoni pizza, bro.
What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below. In other news, Richard Tice has launched a scathing attack on Labour's one-in, one-out deal with France after a second migrant was successfully removed, sarcastically declaring, "Well done." Speaking to the media, the deputy leader of Reform UK called on Keir Starmer to get real and get tough on migration, otherwise Britons will become angrier and angrier. Speaking at a joint press conference on Thursday, President Trump told Starmer that he could call in the military to tackle Britain's migrant crisis. He stated, "You have people coming in, and I told the Prime Minister I would stop it, and it doesn't matter if you call out the military, it doesn't matter what means you used, it destroys countries from within, and we're actually now removing a lot of the people that came into our country." Discussing the remarks, Mr. Tice supported Mr. Trump's suggestion and told the media it would act as a deterrent. He said, "That's why we announced in August, when everyone else is on holiday, our Operation Restoring Justice. We've got to detain everybody that crosses and put them into remote camps, military camps, in remote areas far away from residents, and deport them immediately, either back to where they came from or to third country destinations. That's our plan, and it's the only plan that will work and act as a deterrent." Criticizing Labour's one-in, one-out deal with France, Mr. Tice said, "I think since the one-in, one-out policy was announced, some 10,000 almost have crossed the channel, so it's clearly not a deterrent, and the government is lauding it, saying, 'Oh, big deal. Wow, folks, we got another one out, so that's two. Well done.'" As host Penny Smith argued that Labour are dealing with everything needing to be processed and the list is just too big, Mr. Tice completely disagreed. He fumed, "No, the whole point is you have to have a deterrent, and given that well over 50,000 have crossed the channel since Labour came to power, I think the number is up almost over 40% since the beginning of this year alone. What Labour is doing is actually weakening any deterrent factor, and people have to understand that if they're going to come here illegally, they will be detained and they will be deported pronto," calling on Labour to leave the ECHR. Mr. Tice concluded that if the government does not act robustly, Britain will become angrier and angrier. He told GB News, "You've got to leave the ECHR, and you've got to scrap the Human Rights Act. You've got to get real and get tough, otherwise, this situation will get worse and worse, and the British people will be angrier and angrier." What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.